in due course. But here's the tail of the tape. Right. In the weeks leading up to this fight, I had seen this build as being for the World Super Featherweight title, which didn't make a lot of sense because you're going to have two champions, and surely it would be Mercado who would take the senior role. As I mentioned, things with the WBA can get complicated at times. Davis with the pink gloves in that southpaw stance. It did look like he might be in with Billy Dibb for an IBF interim. Looked like he would go back down that IBF route, but Tevin Farmer is going to take on Dibb for the full title now after Kenichi Ogawa was stripped after his positive drugs test prior to his win against Farmer. Davis gets the opportunity in his first fight back after losing the title to fight for another one. Cuellar, as mentioned, hasn't fought at super featherweight, but he is a former WBA featherweight champion. He's been quite a long time out of the ring. December 2016 it was, when he lost to Abner Mares, and a matchup of two southpaws, which can be awkward at times. People often assume that the styles will gel because they're both the same style, but the simple fact is that southpaws aren't used to fighting southpaws either. No. Doesn't always make for a great fight, but it's a positive start here from Cuellar. He's come out centre of the ring trying to unsettle Davis, stop him from getting in a rhythm early, but Davis seems to have hurt Cuellar here. He's thrown some lovely counter left hands. He's just looking to try and step on Cuellar there. He was hurrying his feet up across the ring, and Cuellar just kind of dips forward a little bit in his boxing stance. Davis just dipping in with that front foot, trying to draw something from him.
Love the way he's always thinking, Davis. You know, he doesn't rush in, throwing wild shots. Technically so sound. And now, look, there's one of them lovely counter left hands there, timed perfectly. Credit to Cuellar, they took it well.
As soon as he saw that jab come out, he just threw that left hand over the top of it and then just dips away to his right to try and find the uppercut. The crowd in this opening round appreciating this work from Davis, who has been a while out of the ring. He will have been itching to get back in there. Good camp in Florida alongside Broner under Kevin Cunningham. He felt he needed to get away from Baltimore in the same way that Broner needed to get away from Cincinnati. Final few seconds of round one. Good left hand again there from Davis. Opening round for Cuellar, but he got through it. Davis, we saw, of course, over in the UK, making that first defence of his IBF title against Liam Walsh at the Copper Box. Stopped Walsh on that occasion early in the fight. Walsh wasn't impressed with the stoppage. He felt he could have been given more of a chance, given what was at stake. Davis just indicated to the referee that Cuellar may have caught him around the back of the head.
This is what Cuellar needs to do, is try and push Davis back, close that gap. If you're standing in range with Davis, I mean, he can pick punches for fun all night long, so I think he needs to close the gap, but I mean, that's easier said than done because Davis' footwork is so good. I mean, he gets in and out of range with ease, as we just see there, stepping back. And they're trying to find that left counter again. Fantastic work. I mean, the variation as well. Just dropping a right to the body there, looking for the left uppercut. He really is a joy to watch, and that's a lovely left to the body there.
Well, the left to the body has put Cuellar down. Goes down onto that right knee. He's desperately trying to suck some breath in there. The count continues. He gets back to his feet. Gloves wiped off there by Benji Estevez, but that was sharp, accurate work again. And there's a long way to go in this round, just past the midway point, and Davis again just sticking out his tongue there, looking for the right hand to the body that time. And every time that Cuellar tries to find a way out, Davis just closes off that ring, using his feet well. Again, looking to tee up the left to the body. When he throws that jab, Cuellar, he brings it back quite low and a little bit slow at times. And Davis is finding the openings here.
Well, that was a lovely left to the body, and when you're winded and you're feeling a body shot and you've got someone as good as Davis who has a fantastic repertoire of punches, head and body, it really is a lonely place to be. But he's recovered well here, Cuellar. Seems to have shaken off the effects of that body shot and walking forward now. But that was a lovely shot from Davis. Straight left to the midsection of Cuellar.
Davis just taking the weight back, just sinking into the ropes, tucking his chin behind his shoulder, using that cross defense. Cuellar popping out the jab, falling short. It's been a good opening couple of rounds here for Gervonta Davis. Nice left hand there again, just off the back foot. It's good, sharp, accurate work. And Cuellar's being made to look a touch ragged here. Whipping left hand, just misses the target.
But here's the shot. It was lovely, lovely left hand, straight left to the rib cage of Cuellar. And they really do hurt. I know personally that they're not nice. And there you have it. There was a slight delayed reaction, but like I said, fair play to Cuellar. He come back up, come back fighting, and took some good shots.
That was that nicely timed left hand. He just saw Cuellar fall short and that his weight to come forward, and he was really open and just clipped him with that short left hand. So into the start of the third round, Gervonta Davis in the red and white, Jesus Cuellar in the white and gold. Cuellar just trying to force Davis back into that neutral corner. It's been interesting, some of the comments that Davis has made, some kind of oblique comments really that would appear to have been aimed at Floyd Mayweather. I'm not sure their relationship is that great at the moment. A clash of heads there, I think, and maybe he caught one on the bridge of the nose there, I think, Davis, because he immediately lifted his glove to that kind of area. But fight on he does. The referee didn't feel any need to get involved there, and Cuellar is just looking for a bit of a swing up here, which is going to make things very interesting.
This suits Davis, this. When you're letting big shots go like Cuellar is, you leave yourself open. And one shot we've seen here is Davis throws a lovely left uppercut, and he's landed a couple already. But Cuellar will fully has a chance if he can land. I mean, he's got 21 knockouts in a 30-fight record. So, I mean, like I said before, he needs to close this gap. Try and get close to Davis, but easier said than done.
He does tend to lean forward a bit, as we pointed out earlier in the fight, so when he comes in, that head does come in quite low, and a head clash is never all that unlikely. I'm not saying that he should go looking for it, Cuellar, but he's got to try and make it hard for Davis somehow, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got to try and rough him up, get in there and upset this rhythm that Davis is getting in, because he's able to pick his shots. Lovely, and there's that left uppercut I'm talking about. Fantastic shot, and I think Cuellar felt that, took a step back, and this is great work by Davis.
And looking for the body again there, Davis, and down goes Cuellar. There was a right in just behind the elbow, then a left down the middle, and it's exactly the same pose that he adopted earlier in the fight, and he's sucking the air in. Back up he gets on 8. Davis again just looks to close in, under 30 seconds left to go in the round, looking for that left again after popping out the jab a couple of times. He's trying to cover up here, Cuellar, but he goes upstairs, Davis, and down goes Cuellar again, and the referee has weighed this off. And that is some kind of a comeback from Gervonta Davis, tenderising Cuellar to the body, and then as he tried to drop those elbows on the ropes and just cover up, he went up to the head and put his man down again, and our referee decided that enough was enough. He'd been a while out, Gervonta Davis. As I mentioned, a lot of people thought he would step up to lightweight, but he knew that he could still make super feather, and he made it comfortably on the scales yesterday and he looked good and fit and strong in there. We expected him to win tonight. If he could reproduce the kind of form that we'd seen from him previously, Cuellar's credentials to take him into this